my name is Nicole Fletcher, and I am a student in the Telecommunications and Distance Learning course at Teachers College, Columbia University. Today, I will be providing a product evaluation of the Icon Group's Webster's Online Dictionary. This review is being performed from the perspective of an elementary school teacher. I am a first grade teacher in a New York City public school, and I will provide my view of how the Icon Group's Webster's Online Dictionary works for both teachers and students at the elementary school level. I will begin my presentation by providing general observations of the website. I will then discuss strong points of Webster's Online Dictionary from an elementary level teacher's perspective. Then I will discuss aspects in need of improvement and suggestions for future revisions to make the site even more appealing to both teachers and students in elementary schools. As you can see, the home page has a very simple design. There is a box in which the search term can be entered. One just enters whatever term one would like to look up and then presses submit. There's an icon of a man writing with a quill in a book, which may not necessarily be relevant to the web page, but I think it provides an aspect of interest and fun which would be appealing to young children. So, as an example of the strengths and the areas of improvement, I will look up a particular term. I'm choosing to look up the word Harlem because the school in which I teach is in Harlem, and many classrooms often choose to research their local neighborhood. So I'd like to see how this website would work from the perspective of what elementary school students may be doing in their classrooms. One of the strong points of the website is that it provides many colorful photographs of the search term. After looking up the word Harlem, I can see many different photographs of buildings and architectural design, cultural aspects of the neighborhood of Harlem. So one of the photographs is one of the very appealing aspects of this website, and I think it really makes the information come alive for children as they're doing their research. Another useful aspect of the website is the related expressions listed in the website. For Harlem, some of the related expressions include the Harlem Globetrotters, the Harlem Hellfighters, the Harlem Renaissance, the Harlem River. There's quite an extensive list, actually, of related expressions to Harlem, and I think it gives students a broad perspective of this neighborhood and the different ways that this neighborhood has affected culture and many different aspects of city living in New York. So I think that the common expressions section is very interesting and provides a lot of information. There's a plethora of pertinent, interesting information included on the website. For the search term of Harlem, there is a map with the location and boundaries of Harlem. There is an extensive history of Harlem with many subtopics that pertain to Harlem's growth and development. There's a section on culture and environment, another section on politics and activism, another section listing many Harlem landmarks. So I think this section provides a lot of information that children who are researching a topic, such as their local neighborhood or perhaps another city or country, they can really use this site as one place to find a lot of different aspects about the topic they are researching. Another strength of the website is the alternative orthography of each word. The alternative orthography may not necessarily be relevant or pertinent to classroom research. However, I think it makes it really interesting and exciting for kids. They can see Harlem or whichever word they're looking up in many different forms, such as sign language, Braille, dancing men, Leonardo da Vinci. It provides many different ways that the word Harlem or any word can be written, and I think this would be very interesting for young children to look at. Each page includes an animated icon at the top of the page, as would before. Harlem's icon is the same as the one on the main page, so I'll show an example of another icon. This is an icon for the search term soccer, and I think the icon really makes the web page come alive for kids. It may be a small area of the page, but I think it's very eye-catching and appealing for young children. I did find some problems with the icon, however, for other search terms. When I searched for the term African, I found that the icon tended to be stereotypical at times and not necessarily related to the term African. The icon rotates with different views of black animated characters, but eventually it will show an animation of the holiday of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is actually not an African holiday, but an African American holiday, and it doesn't seem to fit with the web page. So one suggestion for improvement would be to edit the site in terms of its ed icons to make sure they're actually truly relevant to the subject being searched. Another noticeable area that needs improvement is editing for stereotypical or potentially offensive content. At the beginning of the entry of Harlem, Harlem is defined as a district of Manhattan, now largely a black ghetto. There are many people who would not define Harlem in such a way and in fact be offended by this reference. So I would suggest having the pages edited for stereotypical or offensive language, though this may take extensive time, human resources, and monetary resources. Another suggestion I would make for the website is including an index at the top of the page. As you can see, there are many subheadings such as definition, computed synonyms, common expressions. However, when I was looking at this particular topic, the information that I was interested in didn't appear until about 1/3 of the way down on the page. If I were a user to this web page, I may have, in fact, navigated to another page before I reached this point. If there were an index listing all of the headings at the top of the page, I could simply click to which part of the page I was interested in, and I would find that the website would be much easier to navigate. Another suggestion for improvement is including more links throughout the page. In this section, which is entitled See Also, there is a bullet that says List of People from Harlem and another bullet that says Movies Filmed in Harlem. However, neither of these are actually links to another page, so I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go to see this further information. There are no links included in the landmark list, and there are no links included in the neighborhoods in the New York City Borough of Manhattan section. And it would be very helpful to be able to just simply click on another neighborhood if I wanted to find more information. Some relevant literature that shows the importance of a website such as this is an article written by Robert P. Taylor entitled The Impact of Telecommunications on Education. Robert Taylor writes, "Students can now regularly communicate electronically with other students, other teachers, even various experts, all in faraway places, enlarging their interpretation of both their studies and the world at large by a far broader set of perspectives on both than traditional classroom alone could ever provide." This website definitely has the potential to expand the perspective of students and teachers in the elementary school setting, provided that the website can market itself to be widely used in classrooms.